To the forecast in a live look over the Inner Harbor on a gorgeous Sunday despite some clouds creeping in, warm and dry as we're in the final days of summer before the official start of fall. And we're definitely going to see a change in the weather in the days ahead. Meteorologist Cutter Martin's in the First Alert Weather Center. And Cutter, you're tracking some showers and maybe a couple more weather alert days.
Yeah, absolutely, Casey. In fact, alert days are possible officially on Tuesday and Wednesday. Rainmaker, maybe a windmaker, and what could be something that brings temperatures down once again. Outside right now, though, you're already seeing the difference in the sky. Those high wispy clouds moving in, but not before we warmed into the 80s in many spots this afternoon. Frederick still 86, Hagerstown the same, Westminster 82, 80 flat in Baltimore, but cooling at the moment. And notice with an easterly wind off the ocean there, Ocean City, a little cool, only 71 degrees. Clouds will continue to build in overnight tonight. It's a mix of stars and clouds and becoming mostly cloudy the wee hours of our Monday morning. Temperatures slower to cool as well. Majority of the evening, if you're out celebrating, spent in the 70s. Eventually 60s out the door in the morning. Dry start to the work week, but I will tell you it's going to be a lot cloudier tomorrow. Don't be concerned by the gray condition. Rain holds off until Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, alert days are possible. Rain could be heavy, and we have another fall-like cold front on the way. A lot of weather to talk about through the work week and the First Alert Super 7-day forecast. Casey.
Well, a beautiful September weekend is coming to a close, and the new work week includes, unfortunately, some rain. I hate to bring that news to you. First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin is keeping an eye on that midweek forecast that's going to be a bit gloomy, Cutter.
Yeah, absolutely, Casey. Pros and cons here. We could use some rain at this point, especially west of Baltimore, but it's coming at a time in which your plans, your commutes could be impacted. So we're just highlighting Tuesday, Wednesday as days that we, the First Alert Weather Team, are watching, and days that you should also keep an eye on. No risk of severe weather. In fact, may not even hear much in the way of thunder, but we're watching the risk of slow commutes, specifically Tuesday evening and then again Monday morning. Rain could be heavy, and that risk of heavy rain is greatest south of our area, getting down to southern portions of Maryland and lower reaches of the eastern shore, all because of this. An area of low pressure, not a tropical system, but certainly some spin there, kind of continuing back to the south and west, already throwing some clouds up our way. So if you look up the clouds you see this evening, and we haven't had many clouds this weekend, those are tied to this rainmaker that could bring gloomy conditions back to Baltimore, to much of central Maryland, and certainly coastal Maryland as we get into the middle of the work week. So right now, clouds not dropping any rain. First Alert radar, we are dry, temperatures warm, and humidity a little higher than it's been, but I wouldn't call it muggy, with the temp of 80 in Baltimore, 74 Elkton, 81 Easton. Frederick, though, the warm spot 86, 82 in Westminster, and with an onshore wind because of that area of low pressure to our south. That's an easterly breeze for coastal Maryland, so temperatures a little cooler back in the low to mid 70s. The rest of us cooling through the 70s and eventually here late this evening back into the 60s, though most of us staying warmer than 70 through any dinner plans, any after dinner plans that you may have, last minute errands after sunset this evening. It's tomorrow morning that most of us are waking up to temperatures in the upper 50s and 60s. Frederick 58, 62 College Park, Eastern Shore mid 60s right on the water, closer to the Delaware state line, closer to 60 degrees. So pretty much everyone averaging maybe 61 to 64 so out the door in the morning. Maybe a light jacket, but not much of a need for it. Just patchy fog out the door in the morning in your neighborhood in Baltimore County. In Freeland, for example, 59. Beltway Community, Timonium 62. Inner Harbor thermometer probably in the mid to upper 60s. So a bit of a range in temperatures out the door in the morning. Bus stop forecast. We're back in the mid 60s by 7 a.m. 70 at 9. Dry out the door in the morning. Many more clouds up in the sky, though, tomorrow. In fact, I think we're completely cloudy mid-afternoon, so temperature is a little cooler in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Now, mountains in western Maryland, we're going to keep more sunshine, but southern Maryland, eastern shore beaches socked in with more clouds. That's why we're going to bring temperatures down just a bit. 81 in Baltimore, 81 Clinton, staying in the 70s, lower reaches of the eastern shore. Keep in mind, today, Baltimore was 2 to 3 degrees warmer. So Monday, dry. Tuesday, though, rain back in the forecast. It could begin as early as Tuesday morning. Spotty rain showers at 7 a.m., mainly south of Baltimore, but watch how widespread light rain tries to build in for Tuesday. Dinner plans to Tuesday evening drive. Wednesday morning, we could be dealing with a steady light to moderate rain. Even dinner time Wednesday. The Wednesday evening commute could be impacted by wet weather. Now, it looks like the heaviest of the rain will shut off Wednesday night into early Thursday, and it's possible that the bulk of the rain could remain just to our south. That's why it's an alert day possible. Watching Tuesday, watching Wednesday. The potential is there. We'll be fine-tuning the details with that Tuesday, Wednesday forecast, keeping you updated right here and in the CBS News app. WJZ at 6:30 is back after this.